Hey, DOT community, this is Salon coming at you with a Conquest live stream. My event start. Rising Tide. Oh, man. So Poseidon is here. And a couple other things have been going on, too. We do have a spell situation going on, but nothing too crazy. Besides from that, the fusion event was going on for multiple days, even though I did not know that it was still going on for. So I missed out on a bit of fusion. But we're still going to have a good time with Conquest because we all know what it's all about. Get those triple battle drops. Obviously, even... Oh, crap. I did not change the title of this live stream. Oh, well. That's what happens when you haven't streamed for a little bit. But let's see who's all here and who is enjoying Conquest. What's up, King Josh? What's up, Game Rescue? Yeah, I know, Sven. I'm on it. Yeah, now I did not watch Game Rescue's video yet. I will watch it after I do my own. But definitely had some hype up for Poseidon here for a while now. And a lot of people hoping that he would be in the Conquest, and he is. So I think there will be a good portion of players that do not have Poseidon, that have wanted Poseidon, or others that will be talked into getting Poseidon because he's such a good attacker with his 5 summoning imps. So let's just say that. If you get a good roll. My first initial roll, Poseidon wasn't all that great. So, and I'll show that off here in just a second. And we'll go over the rewards and all that funness. Alright, now it's changed. But I already started. I just did it once just so I could make sure my timer was running. Ooh, but I'm in 46,518th place. Look at that. Alright, so let's take a quick peek through the beginning portion of the event if you haven't already. But Poseidon, yes. Imperial Summoner, not changed skills. Everything is the same as the way it was before from my understanding. No, I don't OD Souls Soldier. I had to change that. Oh, gosh. MX, what's going on? You don't like Poseidon skills? No. What's up, Dark Warrior? FL Rebel, Captain Howdy. Yeah, I know, right? I'll be way behind. There's D. Time to grind. What's up, Kool-Aid? Wrecking Nomad. 12-hour stream. Nope. But I'm going to go as long as I can. So, obviously, I'm not going to put any kind of limitations on it unless somebody else wants to jump on. Elite Imperials, you know, the only downside here is minus 50% damage. But they do get a 5 times charge damage. Move with 30% speed. And 40% health, which is all not bad for Imperials. Of course, if you don't know how to play Conquest at this point, go ahead and read through this. Warp Stones are still at 20 minutes, which sucks. Echoes of War. Yeah, they're really, you know, you have to grind incredibly hard to get to something like that if you don't have saved up gems or well, pretty much just saved up gems with this event, just because you can grind to level 8 most definitely in the 3 days with just grinding. That seems to be quite achievable by some of the people who grind events consistently. But going past that is a little bit more of a daunting task. So when it comes down to getting Echoes of War, it seems to be quite a limited crowd that it even touches that. Alright, and combat relics for this time around, of course they have the 2 Poseidon relics in here, which everybody really wanted to be able to have, both of Poseidon's relics, being that the $100 offers a lot of times only offer 1, which is crap. But Crown, of course, it's got a Titan skill in there, but the all-troop health is always very helpful. And then, of course, the Imperial health again over on the Fleece. Frost resist is okay. But the Imperial health and then the Imperial armor, or the Omega Imperial armor on the Fleece is not bad either. Of course, another Spartan helm is going to be offered as well. Ready for that. If you don't have a few already. We're using the Warp Cores again. If you have leftover ones, I'm sure you can use them again. Vixia, Matano, Meku, Solgar. So I still have tokens, which probably I'll be keeping. I got them all already. And guaranteed 3 rewards, as we all know. And here's some sweet Poseidon lore. And that's it. And of course, here's the Spell Surge. What's going on? So I'll talk about the Rage spell. Hope they do. Alright, so here we go. Popped on D. Was just to tell me that I was offline.
Pretty much.
Alright. No. I think it might have stayed in the same stream. I think it did. Could I have really gotten back that quickly? Let me just make sure. I think it did. Yeah, I think it did. As I answer myself. That's pretty awesome. Oh, yeah, because you're still here, soldier. That's why it stayed together? Okay, cool. I'm glad to know that you're the glue. Everybody will be back here very shortly. I think I'm just going to keep that Zeus picture as for my streams for the next... for a while. No, I won't. Change it up in the background at some point here. All right, we're back. Thank you for everybody. Check it back in. All right, well, anyway, so cool. Glad that everything didn't get goofed up. But here we go. 2,950 gems, 225 portal stones, 475 DGs, 4 tokens. It seems very similar to the like exact same amount of rewards that we got the previous conquest. You know, just shy of the amount of gems and just shy of the amount of DGs. Just ridiculous. Anyway, so I just want to see who else might have stopped by earlier. That might have... Yeah, Azrank, how we doing? Good to see you. And APOC was here, and the Brain was here. I couldn't believe it. Because of my astonishment, that's why the stream went down. Game Rescue wants to know if you're still running your Coria. I love that. For life! Yeah, that's funny. Nice. Alright, so everything should be better. Oh, and Tox and Mark. Oh, a bunch of people just came in. Hey, what's up, John McGinnis? Good to see you.
Hey, Z. What's going on, man?
What's going on? So, exciting factor for this event. I think that a lot of... Oh, there's Coria, you know, just in case, you know, APOC was still, you know, he can contest that Coria is still worth it, you know. If you want a good 3-star Berserker. And if you need good Coria videos, APOC still got them for you. They go on for weeks. I'm trying to figure out what's up with Coria. So, here we go. Another 3-star Spartan Helm. And, I don't know, I think, again, like I was saying earlier, people will be plateauing a lot in the level 8 zone. Just for the simple fact that, yeah, you do get a 4-star Titan here, and you don't have to go all the way to the end. Now, of course, Vixia, you can get really good rolls on Vixia, you can get really crap rolls on Vixia. So, again, it's up in the air. It's not any kind of guarantee. Besides from that, though, we also have a 4-star Spartan helm again. Just in case you don't know the skills on that, of course. Imperials resist to lightning and poison. But this has been offered quite a bunch recently, so if you need a third or a fourth one, or if this is your first time getting one, go ahead. But if you don't, then you won't be too excited. But there's Poseidon, of course, at the very end, level 10, along with both of his relics. So, definitely something to look forward to if you are interested in grabbing yourself a Poseidon. Now, leaderboard. Look at me, I'm using Zeus, that's right. Just need to level him up a bit. Let me see here, ranking. We're looking at, for this event, I mean, top 500, get another Poseidon. Get another shot, another roll. See what you can get. If you don't need another champion, don't look at it like that. He's a summoner with a Lethan. He's a very good attacker. Just, again, just be wary of the rolls, because here you go. People would be very... Oh, and I actually am happier with my level 1 Zeus over my level 5. I got a split Zeus level 5, and I got the dual health on the level 1. I'm going to roll with that. But anyway, besides from that, here, let's check out my old Poseidon from the original event when he came out. So we're looking at stored main damage against Titans, that's the skill that immediately turned me off to this Poseidon.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, boo, and then I got stored main damage. So damage is good, but since I got the damage against Titans, it immediately put this Poseidon on a bit more of the back seat. So we'll see if I am feeling like going through and getting myself another shot at Poseidon here this time around. Because this weekend will be a bit busy. I'm still working again tomorrow. So, I put in 57 hours this week. And, yeah, no, it's alright. I mean, it's the first week I've done over, 35 hours. The first 2 weeks were 3 days. But this week will be 6 days. And, still gotta get one more day in tomorrow. But they work from Saturday to Friday, so really tomorrow's for next week. So 57 hours, including last Saturday. Alright, here we go. Not gonna pull anything. What was I saying here we go for? We're gonna get into some battling. Since I started playing the game, I gotten like 7 or 8 Koreas. Nice, Wrecking Nomad. You didn't fuse anything into Zeus? Yeah, John McGinnis. I totally missed the fusion event. On Monday, I was informed that the fusion event was going to be lasting 3 days. And then, of course, since I did not see any inclination after the first day was over, basically what happened is I had no time on Monday. Came down to only having 2 or 3 hours of being awake between work and going to sleep. So, managing it the best I could. I got in, did some fusions and everything else, but then noticed the timer was not multiple days. It was only for the next like 4 or 5 hours by the time I got home, what I had to do, and then go to sleep. So, everything crashed everything kind of fell apart on the whole fusion event on Monday, but then I did not know until basically a little bit ago from Jim that the fusion event was still going on secretly behind any notifications, which was, crappy because I didn't pay any attention to that whatsoever. Now, have I been super active in all the band chats and everything else? No. Why? Because of the same reason why the stream went down just a little bit ago. And that is because I cannot really use my phone all that much outside of being plugged in. So, it is fine. It will be all changing different. Everything will be all different after next Friday. So, don't you all worry. Because when you start working 57-hour weeks, you start making a lot of money on a weekly basis. And I'm not trying to brag or anything like that because I know pretty much anyone that plays this game that has a job, half decent one, is making as much, if not way more than what I am. So, but still, when you start working well over 40 hours in a week on a consistent basis, I don't think I'll have a problem here very shortly to upgrade my phone. So, because I prefer to just wait a week instead of the whole, like, go get a replacement for this one and send this one back and everything else, because I'd rather just the freedom of, like, in a week from now, just go to the store and just grab a new one. Completely. Motorola, though, it'll be the same. Alright, let's do this. I guess we'll hit. We don't have to do anything. Well, it's for Zeus, and he's super low level. Yeah. Let's hit a level 25 Pong Land. That'll be fine. Actually, let's do something real quick.
So, Zalon, I'm digging that double health roll on that Zeus.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, you could ping pong. You could ping pong with Imperial relics and Zeus. I mean, it is insanely quick, and you don't got to worry about those idiot Storm Maidens. I'm telling you, they're the dumbest thing the box of rocks I've ever seen.
Well, here we go. I'm going to use a 4-star XP relic on my level 1 Zeus here real quick.
That's because you don't know how to handle the ladies.
Oh, you hear that, Mark? Oh, Mark.
My maidens do whatever I want.
Yeah, sure they do. Yeah, I've seen you. I've seen you on your streams.
You've seen me manipulate them.
I've seen you get yelled at for not manipulating.
Nice, cool.
Well, it's really hard. It's hard to play and read and play at the same time. But I try to manipulate them every time.
All I'm saying is you can't do select all, auto order, hit go, right?
No, you can't. Not with me.
But you can do that with Imperials, and then you just drop the 4 Omegas right behind them, and it's carnage and it's fast.
There you go.
Don't worry about it. If that's your kind of thing when you're grinding.
Oh, we're still not dead? Wrecking Nomad, I did not. Yes, John McGinnis, that does suck. 56 for you, got to 51 during Fusion, began using him all week, got my highest VP total. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like all my Titans that I had ready for the Fusion event, like, because I, excuse me, didn't participate in the Fusion event, that they all disappeared. Like, you know what I mean? But I did miss out on the opportunity to be able to fuse him up right away. And, of course, being able to fuse him up right away is always the most important thing, to be on the tip of the meta, you know, to be on the, you know, on the edge. But, yeah, there you go. And there's 9 levels real quick with the first use of that 4-star XP relic. And I'll do another one here. Oh, might as well grab those gems, too. What's this? Yeah, we'll just do this one too, just to make it easy. Hi from the UK. What's up, Nemesis? 11:45. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. I know Tox and Fury were chatting for quite some time. In Discord earlier. Captain Howdy, I work 7 days a week a lot of the time. Nice, Captain Howdy. But are most of your days over 8 hours or or do you only work 8 hours a day? I'd like to know that. Because it seems that most of my days right now, like yesterday was 12 hours, and everything seems to go about 9.5 to 10.5. And like yesterday, you know, was the most out of the week, which was 12. So it was interesting. Never really had kind of like a flexible end schedule like that kind of job before. I mean, yeah, a little bit with construction. Well, you know, being a painter and working construction up in New York, but it was always like 8 hours or less, at least working in New York, and then it would be like another 4 to 6 in New Jersey at night. So, I mean, that's the way it would be if I was working long days. But it would never be like, you know, working all painting for 12 hours or 14 hours or anything like that. There's always multiple different things put together, more or less, to make it. Alright, so there we go. Check it. 10 to 16 hours a day. Wow, Captain Howdy, that is nuts.
That's not working. That's living.
Yeah.
Living your job.
Yeah, that is nuts. Yeah, hopefully you don't have to travel to get to your job, because it would be even working a 16-hour day with maybe an hour on both ends. I mean, that barely leaves time to sleep. Barely. Sometimes I think that that's more of like a 6 week on, 2 week off kind of job, not like a literally a 365. But maybe it is. I'm not trying to say one thing or another, but I know people that do work 10 to 16-hour days, but most of the time it's 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off. Hard labor. Like oil rigs and such. And other, like, northern jobs. I've heard of stuff where people are like, oh, yeah, we can go up to, you know, work up in the gas fields in northern PA. And, yeah, it's 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off. And that's how they do cycles up there. And they have, like, these shanty towns that are, like, more or less just set up in the middle of nowhere for these natural gas fields. Oh, look, it's Chum. Let's see what level my Poseidon is now. Or my Zeus, I should say. I'll throw in some more of those XP relics real quick. See if we can get him up to 20. I think I have a 3-star, and I just picked up a 2-star as well. And if I have to, I'll fuse him up. What's up, King Josh? Yo, Z here, sweet fair food for a week. Nice, King Josh. Enjoy. Fair food is always good. Let me know what's your favorite thing that you'd like to eat at the one that you go to there, King Josh. I'd like to know. Let's talk about the Bloomsburg Fair, of course, when it comes around. I work 9 days, 12-hour days, and I still get my grind on, baby. Nice, Ed's channel. I just can't really use my phone while I'm at work, because if I do, it'll die within 45 minutes, maybe an hour. There's no way for me to even play, even while I'm in between stuff or jumping on. It would just die. It would be no purpose at all. So, still get your grind on. That's cool. Of course, whatever. I do want to let you know, okay, and this is how everything works in the world, and everyone knows this, the people, including the people that are in this chat that are also, of course, whenever I say I am doing something that I consider difficult, I am doing it for this amount of time. There will always be someone that says, I do this, and it is this amount of time. And you know what I mean? Like, there's wherever you go, there will always be people in conversations that will always say things that makes it sound like their situation is worse than yours, and that you should be thankful for what you have. And I think that is absolute garbage. just so you know. But I understand. I also at the same time, some people do say it to be saying like, oh, here, you know, I am with you, you know. But a lot of times the numbers that they say are always going to be incrementally a little bit larger or longer than yours, because they are trying to make a point that what you're doing is absolutely nothing. in comparison. So, just so you know, there's both, but I want to say that most of the time, 7 out of 10, most of the time they're trying to one up you. And just to say that they're either better or more physically able to handle whatever is going on more than you. All right, let's see. King Josh, Mad Crest, I did. Yeah, sure, go ahead, Ruhan. Yeah, how we doing? I know what you did. Yozi. Oh yeah, I already read that. Indian fry bread taco style and cinnamon rolls. The Indian fry bread taco style and cinnamon rolls. The bomb. Wow, that sounds really good, King Joshua. I've never tried that before. The Indian fried bread taco. Interesting. Love your channel. Oh, what's up, Joker? Thank you. I appreciate that. Going to shout it out again. Poseidon gives me the last chance to get the Greek, but I'm in the unrelic. I'm sorry, Kool-Aid. I saw you say it periodically before. I'm sorry. I will definitely shout that out, Kool-Aid. I'm glad you're able to get the Greek Pantheon relic because, yes, Poseidon does hold everybody up from being able to get that. Ed's channel, because I mentioned that after you said that, it was only because I knew as soon as I said something about what I've been up to that there would be multiple responses, and that's why I addressed both sides of the responses of I'm right there with you or I'm one-upping. So just so you know, I was not referring to you. I just led into that rant after I read your comment. And another very common thing that happens when YouTubing is when you go into a rant that may imply multiple people in the chat and or outside of in the community, people that are in the chat who you read their last chat thing, they will immediately assume that you were referring to them. Just so you know. This is how it all works.
It was just a stream of thought. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so you got over 30 watching and only 6 likes, Salon. Like, what's up with that?
Oh, thank you, Riyad. You're always very supportive. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I haven't even lit my cigar and had a little. It's not one of those massive cigars. It's like a medium size. But anyway, and my what is it? My double barrel aged Jim Beam. Yes. It's oak, double barrel aged oak. It's gonna be good. Oh yeah.
What was the line? I don't care whose situation it is. 57 hours is a crap load. So
yeah, true. It just depends because some jobs are more physically demanding than others, or mentally demanding. So it just depends on.
I don't care. 57 hours is a long time, even if you're sitting there watching a screen.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Time.
That's true. That's true. I am fortunate, though, that it just so happens that there are days that the beginning and end of my job is between like a half hour to an hour of travel time, and I am paid for that. But some days it can be 20 minutes, but majority of the times it's somewhere between a half hour and an hour out to the first job and then back from the last job, you know. But mostly everything that we do are in set areas that we know that there's a whole bunch of other ones that we're going to deal with in that same area. So travel time between the actual jobs is very limited. So really it's just that beginning and the end kind of thing. Let's see. That's why I'm missing something. Oh, I ain't trying to. I work from. Oh, you work from home, Ed's channel. See, if I worked from home, I would be grinding too. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. See, that's the one thing that a lot of people get to they can take off the commute time to work. Obviously, I have to go to an actual like garage. We get everything together and we get into company trucks and leave from there. But when you can take off that commute time to and from work and just can start work and finish work, you know, while you're at home, it makes things way more convenient, and also so that you can fit a lot more things into your schedule. No problem, Kool-Aid. Greetings, TP Berg. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. It seems that the devs have yet again gone finance first with buying stones. You know, it seems like the warp stones are going to just remain at 20 minutes because it does not seem like there's any chance that they're going to... Well, it doesn't seem like there's any ground or any... They didn't do a live stream this week, so when it comes down to what's going on with the conquest, as if like they want to address, hey, you know, things have changed, or this is better, or this is the blah, blah, blah. Everything's exactly the same so far that I've seen. I know people are saying that some of the higher levels may be different after level 7, but for the most part, it seems like that the rewards are all very similar. It also seems that the, you know, you can get to level 8 if you're going to grind like a crazy person and, you know, get as many warp stones as you possibly can. Let's see what we got here, actually. 43. I better just go back in, just get up a few more tiers and open up the possibility of getting more warp stones, because I don't want to just grind blindly and then...
How far are you planning to go this event?
I mean, I'd like to get to 8. You know what I mean? Grab a Vixia. But I mean, if anything, you know, do I really need a Poseidon? I'd like a better one than the one I currently have, but does it mean that I can't complete collections and I can't just, you know, I can survive without getting another one at this point. But at the same time, do I love Conquest? That I do. I do love Conquest. Just the event style itself makes me want to play more, just for the fact that I need everything. I need to be able to level up as much as possible. So it's just a progression-based event the way I look at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think from XP relic drops, I got my Zeus from like 51 to 54 today.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in no hurry to max him. Honestly, he's at 51 right now. I'm not putting any XP in him.
Well, soon as
you gotta have something to grind.
Well, if you want to have fun with a Titan, I mean, if you know that you like a Titan, you like to battle with them. I knew that with Calvarax in his mid-20s. Ridiculous, but yes. I was like, wow, this is awesome. So I knew that I didn't want to put any XP relics into them. But if you have Titans that you know are going to go straight to defense, not going to be an attacker whatsoever, then you need to pump them with XP relics. Because why not? Plus, if you have a class of Titan like Berserkers that you don't get a lot of drops for, just in general, in comparison to all the other classes, then yeah, you're probably going to want to throw some XP on Berserkers as well. But I mean, attacking Titans up to 51, perfect. You can use XP relics, arenas, you know, monuments, conquest battles, because conquest battles give you nice XP as well. And with all that said, you should be able to, you know, level up these Titans and have fun with them at 51 and not have to feel like that you have to get them to 60 right away, because, well, as soon as they're at 60, yeah, they're fun, but when you don't feel like you're gaining anything by using them, it does feel a bit wasteful. Oh, that's just me.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, if you're like more focused on, like, I understand like just using them for farming and stuff, but if you're doing like an actual war, the advantage can be pretty huge having the last relic slot.
True.
I mean,
true.
I still use my Idolus as my most used Titan, and he's been maxed since like last August.
Yeah.
Like, he's probably gone over the level 60 cap a few times, like if it was actually still tallying, but I mean, it just, you know, if you're going to use it for battling just resources, yeah, it's a waste, but it's for war, it's not.
Well, yeah, if it's for, what's it called, Throne Wars, or for anything like that, oh, crap. should still handle themselves. I like Game Rescue. Yes, every video I make with opinions, it is a direct personal attack on whoever happens to be reading this. It's you. Exactly, right?
Well, somebody felt hurt by Vintage's last video. he was pretty passionate. We'll just say.
Yeah, well, we all get them. There is absolutely no way to appease every person. Absolutely no way. Even though D, she's still here. Even though D would like to, and a few other people on this planet think it is possible to appease every single person, it is not. So there will always be somebody that does not like you, or doesn't like your voice, or doesn't like what you say, or doesn't like something. And that's just the way it is. So,
for some of us, there's more people than not. So there's that too.
Yeah.
Haters gonna hate.
There it is, D. Oh, I'm sure you're like, oh, they're talking about me.
Her ears perked up.
Yeah, I know. I know, it did. All right, here we go. I love the one stone ping pong. I'm aiming for 14 4-star relics level this event. There you go, Kool-Aid. That's a great goal.
14 4 stars. That's ridiculous.
You're live.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's
did
okay.
somebody like have some goal of 10 last time? And I forget how far they got, but it was like at round 7 or 8, right?
Yeah, I mean.
Wow.
I mean, I know.
Round 2.
I know. Well, I don't know. Drum, how many do you think you're gonna get in this event? Since you're around.
Busted.
I don't know. I'll probably get to like 10, but the fusing won't stop till like Tuesday. You know.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. That is true.
The problem is it takes so long to fuse that it cuts into battle drops.
Yeah, it does. If you're trying to maintain, some don't maintain at all, and well, you have to maintain battles on Friday, or else you lose them on Sunday. If you can't wait till Monday, so if you maintain all the way through, though, I mean, you can get away with battling all day on Sunday and not worry. So Michael Marlowe, really. Thank you very much. $9.99 for Michael Marlowe. Thank you for your donation. That is disaster in game. I appreciate that. Don't you worry. This is a Conquest stream, and we will not disappoint. I will ride this stream out as long as I am physically able to.
Papi Chulo doesn't disappoint.
Yeah, Papi Chulo does not disappoint. Yeah, trust me, I get called Papi Chulo all day.
Papi Chulo.
Hey. Yeah, they go, hey! No, but seriously, they do say it a lot, actually. And it's funny because I think about some of my other bosses, and I know they have no idea about any of that, and I don't even know what it means, but they hear Papi Chulo so much, I'm waiting for them to be like, yo, so who is this Papi Chulo they keep talking about? Be like, it's me! And they'll be like, what does it mean? It means pimp daddy.
I was actually talking to my Spanish friends about that.
Mm.
We were laughing about you a little.
Of course.
I was like, yeah, one of my game friends is named Papi Chulo, and she starts laughing, and she's like, is he a pretty boy? And I'm like, yeah, little. And she's like, they're calling him Pretty Boy.
Uh-oh.
So it means pimp daddy, but it can also mean pretty boy.
Mm.
Just saying.
I
so
see.
now you'll have that image in your mind.
Oh, so it
every
means...
time you hear it.
Okay. Pretty boy.
Just be careful
On the
when they
bright
take you
side,
out
you're
for
pretty.
drinks.
What'd you say there, Drum?
I said just be careful when they take you out for drinks.
Oh, yeah? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh my.
They say, no, Papi Chulo, like this, like this. So, Game Rescue says, so the good news is that already in this event, I've gotten 3 4-star battle drops The bad news, all Drake scales. Ooh.
Yeah, that's a useless one.
What's up, Gary Livingston? Yeah, Drake scales, 4-star, 3-star. Who needs to defend the Grenadiers? Well, you need to defend them, but who needs to put defensive relics on their Grenadiers? Let's put it that way.
I got another 4-star whetstone today. I was going to send you the pic of it.
That's so incredibly mean. I still have yet to get one.
I used it away, too.
Oh, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
I can't keep up with them.
Go away.
That's gross. Gross. That's what I'm doing. Wow, Michael Marlowe is a G. Yeah, he is one of our players in non-toxic that does get to the tops of the events, the alliance leaderboard events fairly quickly, as we all can see.
Yeah, I think he does it on purpose so he can make fun of you and me.
Yeah, I think he does. I think he does too. I think he goes, you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. In his mind, you know what I mean? He says it out loud sometimes, too, when he's doing it, too. When he sees us down at the bottom, he's like, oh, yeah, definitely worth it. Game Rescue. In Constantana voice. Stinkiness. What's up, one-winged angel Sethroth? I'm right here with you, Zalon. Still haven't gotten a single 4-star whetstone. I don't know what it is. It's a plague. I've done, I want to say, like, since 4-star whetstone has been, has popped into the game, I've done at least, I don't know, probably like 10, I want to say more than that. Because, like, on a weekly basis, carry the 1. I'd probably say somewhere close to, since 4-star whetstone has been brought out, which was last year, I don't know, like 30, 40,000 battles probably. Like, how do you not get one?
You got to hit the big lands, man.
I mean, are you talking 25s all day, every day? Because I'm hitting.
I think so because
I'm hitting 24s, 25s. I'll hit 24s, 25s, and I'll still show you that it just seems like they never drop.
I mean, I got mine from a level 12.
Man. Got to stay away from those little guys.
I'm not hitting little guys. I'll hit a 24 right now. Here's a 24.
That's what she said.
I'm telling you.
What?
I mean, you can get them from small lands. I got mine from a level 12.
Well, I was gonna say I've gotten plenty of 4-stars from small lands before too, but it just doesn't seem like I can ever actually get any.
Too much.
You like that TP, Berg? Carry the 1. Somebody has to hold me and D accountable. Oh, I see, Michael Marlowe. I see how it is. I see. So Seth Ross says, I kept the Drake scales with lightning resistance. My Soulsar has 60% lightning resistance, so maybe they can survive the spells when I attack. Yeah.
They won't survive. Because what is it? They take more than 5% damage and they have to be healed or they're dead, so
yeah,
they won't survive. Even with 90% chances are they won't survive. And Zeus's lightning storm is absolutely ridiculous. Holy crap!
Mm-hmm.
Not even with like the relics that boost it. I did a couple battles with him today. I was impressed. I took out 3 grenadiers with 1 lightning storm. I've never seen that before.
Level 25?
Yeah.
And which one did you get there, Drum?
What Zeus did you get?
Yeah.
Oh,
Skills.
I think it was the tier 3 health and the
X armor.
and the X armor. Or maybe it was the other way around. I don't know, something like that. It doesn't make a difference to me because I'll never use them with Imperials anyway, so it's just a placeholder.
Yeah, well, I feel like if I have the choice, I'd still want to choose. You know, I have double health or I have health and armor. It's like, I'll just go with the double health.
Yeah, man, that's good. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. All right, so
Yeah, it depends on how you want to use them. I mean, I saw people taking out Valorans and they were using Imperials, and you know the Imperials would just hold up the Spearmen, and even though the Titan had max lightning resist, you're still able to melt them from the back with the Maidens. So you know they were useful. I saw it. I was like, that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of these Drake skills. It should have gotten rid of them the last time around. What do I got here for him? I guess I'll do the Staff Storms because I just don't have these guys leveled up yet, but I will this event. Oh, Godan stopping by. What's up, Godan? See, look at that. 2 Spartan helms, 4 stars already. It's like, do I need a 3rd one? Not really. Alright, we'll take some Imperials in, even though we can't do much with them yet.
Yeah, this event is kind of a bust for anybody that already has Poseidon. I mean, they're really not offering anything at all.
Yeah, you've noticed that as well, huh? I mean, as you can hear in my voice, it is slightly because, you know, I'm tired, but at the same time, it's also because it's like it's conquest, but it's like I'd rather some other things, you know, personally myself. But I get it. The community really wanted this, and there's still going to be a decent portion of the community that are going to grab Poseidon.
I get that. He's a good Titan. And if you didn't do the last Poseidon event, you wanted Poseidon, this is cool. But they sort of devalued the relic with those Greek god tokens because people that didn't have Poseidon, maybe they grabbed the Poseidon relics, thinking that when he comes around, he won't be offered with the relics. So you wasted people's pulls on the last event, probably. And then also, like the Spartan Helm, that was just available in the last Conquest. Now it's available in this Conquest. Like, they could have thrown in some stuff like Steadfast Stand or Storm Ring, you know?
Or the, what is it, the 4-star Shocking Gem?
4-star... Yeah, well, Shocking Gem would be great, but it doesn't really fit with the...
I know, it doesn't fit with the ice. It doesn't fit with the ice.
Yeah. But you could have thrown a brand new Imperial relic out there. You know, they didn't add a single sweetener for their players that do the majority of their events. So
yeah,
and for me, I got burned on those epic war tokens or tokens of war, Echoes of War.
Yeah.
So I'll never do that again. I'm done with that stuff.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, when they finally do the Omega Spearman guy, if they don't release the Shocking Gem with the Spearman buffs, that's going to be a tragedy.
Right? I really want that 4-star Shocking Gem. I feel like in a Conquest event, if they put a 4-star Shocking Gem at level 9, it would push people, or even 10. It would push people to go from, well, I just made it to 7, to going to 9, or to going to 10, if they did that.
Totally, man. It's the sweeteners.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, the thing is, everything in the event is recycled. So you didn't give, you know, people something to go for. Something to go for if you didn't do the previous event. But for those that did, I mean, you know, there's just nothing there, which is unfortunate. I love triple drops, though, and I'm going to be grinding my butt off. But I've decided I'm not even going to bother with the event.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you see yourself probably, like, getting to the point, you probably just with the, what you get, probably getting to, what, 5 or 6?
I don't even think I'll do that because the event is time consuming. And I could be using that time just to grind triple battle drops.
True.
I mean, you're not getting anything of value in there. What are you getting? Some portal stones? Everything else is getting fused away.
You don't even get a full 500. You don't get a full. Yeah, you don't get a full 500 DGs either. So that's it's messed up.
I mean, Conquest is great because you have the triple battle drops. Mm-hmm. But so far as like Titans and well, actually the first time with Lobu, that was pretty nice, man. They had some cool relics in there. And then every other time they just like, they didn't really like bother with putting anything good in it. They're just like, oh, triple drops is good enough. Just throw anything in there. They'll do it.
Well, with no live stream this week, it's making me think that things are starting to, is that a sign of autopilot? I hope not. I hope not. Signs of autopilot is when things are starting to look bad, and I don't want to see that.
Well, they got the Star Wars thing now. I mean, heck, even here, working on a thing during the stream, so I think that they're probably putting the majority of their resources into that. And just sort of, there's things that they know the community wants, certain Titans, and they're just going to recycle those events for a period of time until, they pull up a new Titan, and then they'll throw that out at us,
Yeah.
And after a Zeus event, they just got a tremendous payday. But, you got the community hungry, you got the community active because you put out a good Titan. You could keep.
I think you're a bit hungry too. Are you a bit hungry too, Drum?
Yeah.
I'm just asking. It sounds like you're eating too while you're giving your spiel. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's just funny. It's just good. It's good. All right, continue.
So you got people active. You got new people. They got a brand new fantastic Titan. They want reasons to grind. They want reasons to do stuff. And that's when you should follow up with some more quality things for us to get involved in. But they drop the ball in the middle of the week. They don't give us an event. They don't have a live stream. They don't communicate anything at all. What the hell's going on? It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
This event is just so haphazardly thrown together. It's like they put zero thought in it whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. I have to definitely agree on the whole non-communication when it comes down to exactly what's up, because I feel like the community has relied heavily on the dev live stream, and I do, I did know what was going on with this week and everything else, and I just felt that it was a very big, especially with the fact that, the community knew from previous live streams that it was going to be Conquest this week, and that it seems like it's completely, cookie cuttered. Oh, here it's an ice conquest with here's the things. We didn't have to do much more than change out the milestones and put a couple screens up for the event, and here you go. And all the battles, at least again so far up to level 7, seem to be the same. How much of this event did they actually have to really change?
Yeah, it didn't. It just changed the rewards, which is maybe a half an hour of programming. Who knows? Maybe less.
Yeah. So, I really hope they're taking this time and investing it into something else that's going to be coming up that's really good, because in the previous live stream they did mention that there is other cool things that they think that that they have for the community and that they're going to be interested in, and how awesome it's going to be.
Yeah, you know what? I really like what they did the previous month. At the start of March, they dropped that little calendar with the 4 pictures on it. So it's like, oh man, you knew like Urkon was coming. And,
yep.
You saw like the lightning bolt. You got excited. You're like, man, Zeus is going to come. Like every single month they should do that, and every single month at the end of the month they should have like a Titan that's going to bring the hype.
Yep.
And that would, I don't know. I personally really like that. Let me know. Okay, it's Conquest, and then there's going to be something, whatever. Would they have something with relics, and then.
Yep.
And they showed Urkon, and then they showed the lightning bolts for Zeus. If you did something like that every month, I would personally appreciate it, even if you can't do the live stream. I mean, how hard is it to put a picture together?
Yeah, and I think that will be something that they continue, because we've seen it for the past 2 months, and I think it will be something that they continue. And I hope they do, actually. I think it would be great.
Yeah, every single month they should have like a new Titan that hopefully will change the game and bring more value to it, so the people that are saving for events, they know of new do the event once a month because that's going to be the event that you really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I don't know, I'm not sure. I saw something with Godin's video with like Aries or something, Spearmint Summoner. I don't know what the deal with that is. That was just conceptual, or if that's a thing. But you know, if we know something like that's coming, you know, and they have the calendar, then people will want to save, and then you'll have another huge event. If they have one great event a month and they have a big blowout like Zeus, man, I'm sure a lot of people that don't normally spent a lot more than they normally would for that event. And they could do that monthly, and who knows, maybe that would bring down the cost of other things.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, I did not know if you were going to be if you were finished or not. But yes, I agree as well. I think those are all very valid points. But I was also looking to see if I could find back. I just did a cat ping pong land. Let's see if I can find some fires and see if I can find some more. I'm looking. Seth Ross says I'm looking forward to getting a Poseidon with double damage against Titans. My Edalus from an event a few weeks ago had a triple damage against Titans and double fire resistance. Flawless.
Yeah, at least you know you can't get that.
Yeah, Poseidon's a tier 3 skills for maidens, so you can only get one damage against Titans, never two.
There you go. I want Vixie because I don't have one, and my Poseidon has Titan damage. There you go, Alex. Yeah, I think they took vacation this week, the devs, with that Zeus money. Oh, is that what you think, Captain Howdy? They just pieced out. They're like, let's.
Yeah, they're in the French Riviera right now.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
As somebody mentioned somewhere, you know, they could have talked to you SPPs and let you put out a video on Thursday or whatever, you know? Yeah. So you got the Bow and Zalon show. They could have just told you guys, like, hey, man, we're going to do Poseidon. It's going to be Conquest. If you want to do the Bow and Zalon show, you could talk about it and let everybody know. You know, that could have been totally acceptable.
Yeah.
Could have been an email, like, or a notepad.
Yeah,
they didn't even tweet it.
Yeah, it was. I want to say that it was really. They could have hyped this up a bit more, because of the fact that there are a lot of people that want Poseidon. And when I say a lot, and again, in the community, in the overall community, yes, I'm talking about, like, I don't know, maybe anywhere between 8 and 10, maybe 12,000 people. Like, yeah, that's a good amount of people just to all of a sudden go to level 10 for Poseidon. So, you know, number may be higher, but if I'd like to lowball it a little bit so that people don't go, well, that's ridiculous, you know, unless I'm trying to make fun of something, I don't usually go with ridiculously high numbers. So, you know, that's still a lot, you know, 10. I'm saying like about an average, about maybe 10,000 people that are going to say, yeah, Poseidon's awesome, and I didn't get to get him before. So, yeah, they could have definitely put out a bit more on letting people know about it.
But, you know, I don't think that Conquest is ever going to be an event where they pile a bunch of really, really high-end stuff into it. I think they did it the first time. They did it the first time to get everybody psyched. They hear all the people talking about how awesome it is. And I think at this point they're just saying, hey, once a month we're just going to throw some, you know, ragdoll Titans in, and people are going to go as far as they go, and, you know, what have you. So I don't think we're ever really going to get something really awesome at the higher levels on this thing.
Well, you know, Poseidon is really awesome, though, so you are getting something really awesome. But they took the value out of, you know, repeat customers because they didn't add anything else of value.
Also a good chance to level your Zeus relics, so that's nice.
Yep. Yeah, I think I finished mine this morning. All the sandals was the last one.
Nice. Oh man, so thirsty.
I think I got 3 to go.
So I got D and Derm, and Mark and Riohand all on Discord just in case anybody's just joining in. What's up, Green Arrow, Anubis, Bex HP, Foranic. What's up with level 15 Zeus? Green Arrow, listen to the beginning of the live stream. I'll explain exactly what happened with the whole fusion event debacle.
I'm sure he already heard that. He just likes giving you stuff.
Yeah, that's true too.
Man, the mini has a level 34 Zeus.
Oh, I know. It's your mini is like it's D and Derm's like.
Mini.
It's no, I don't know. I kind of think it's like D and Derm's like DOT child. It's like
I had it.
It's like their child. They like to plan about what they'll do with the mini because you
Do you
know.
ever notice we call it the mini?
Yeah, it's like
you call it the mini.
it's like your child. It's like, you know, what should we do with it? You know, groom the mini. This week we'll do this. Make it better. Make it more experienced.
I changed the name to Nutter One.
Very nice. Wow. Let's see if I can go find some more cat ping pong lands.
Oh, hey, Zalon, that prediction that I had for the Spearman Summoner.
Oh, yeah?
So, you know, we were talking about how they did hell afterwards as another god, but my theory will be that Hera is going to come out on Mother's Day as a Spearman Summoner.
You say Hera?
Yeah, Hera.
Okay. On Mother's Day. You're still calling it. That's fine. I think that's pretty solid. It's not a bad idea, and even if the devs haven't thought of it yet, maybe they'll hear you saying this, Mark, and they'll just make it happen. It's because I've actually been told I've been told a few times that there's some people say that if you say things enough, and especially like some of the YouTubers say things enough on their videos and live streams, that things eventually happen, you know, weeks later when they're trying to, actually make decisions on what should be in this or what should be in that. But at the same time, though, we all see events where we're also shaking our heads a lot and saying, who thought that would be a good idea? So that happens as well.
Well, we're giving them plenty of time to get their ducks in order then.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. More level 25 cat ping pong lands here, Drum, that we're just going to keep on battling with. And I don't know. I don't think any
just live on them.
I don't think any 4-star whetstones are just going to pop out, but that's just...
Oh, they're gonna.
I'm telling you, I got 2.
Pretty soon you'll be rolling them. You won't even know what to do with them. You'll be like, oh my god, what am I going to do with all
Although
these
I
whetstones?
always 25 PP lands, and you still have more than me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We all know.
Maybe used up all your stream luck on other things, Lon.
Well, I still have yet to get a. I do have 1,000 DGs right now, just exact, you know.
Time to pull.
Right. Time to pull. Oh man, here it is.
30 likes, so pull.
Oh, you hear that? Jeez.
Smash that like button.
Yeah, Feranic says Conquest is cheaper than a normal event, though, isn't it? Yes, it is, Feranic. In all honesty, I feel like I can get fairly far in a Conquest event, and my gem count won't get any lower than it normally is. Like, it pretty much stays exactly the same.
That's a good point.
You know? Between your dailies, the gems you get in the actual event by clearing the first, like, 4 or 5 or 6 levels, those gems. Yeah, I mean, even the fact that you're even going to be getting some gems back on Monday. I mean, I just find myself a lot of times where, yeah, I just might even be down a little bit. So it won't even be that crazy. Does anyone rate Poseidon's skills apart from the Imperial summons? They seem weak.
What? What is the question?
Feranic says, does anyone rate Poseidon's skills part from the Imperial summons? They seem weak. So, are you implying that the skills of Poseidon are... Yeah, let me just give it... Just because you're...
Like, maybe they should be X skill for Storm Maidens, I think what he's talking
Is that what
about.
you're...
Oh, no, man, that would be so overpowered. It's all about the relics, man. You have to, if you're going to build out your maidens for damage and use your spearmen as blockers, you have to go all in on your maiden relics and build a crit build for maidens, and those things wreck, man. They'll take down, max lightning resist, Goliath defenses, no problem with X skills. So, I mean, they do great. If it did have X skills, it would be just so over the top. Because then you could use the majority of your relics on the Imperials, and honestly, you don't even need to do that because they're so strong as is.
There we go. The official response. I hope...
They originally were talking about changing his skills, and people were like, yeah, I was still playing him at the time. I was into him from the second he dropped. I thought he was really cool, Titan. But they said, oh, we're probably going to change his skills. It's not performing like we wanted to. And then that change happened on defense, where the Omegas would spawn right on troops, and then that's it, man. He just jumped up a whole bunch of levels. People started playing him, and they're like, oh my god, this Titan's awesome. Yeah, he is a really, really great Titan. I think he's very balanced, and that's good. I wish all Titans were maybe as balanced as him, because you can do a ton with him, but he does have his limitations.
Yeah, he is still a champion. Well, he's a summoner. When I say a champion, I just look at all my champions and say, well, there's a crap ton of them, and they're all attackers. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem like you're in a situation where you're snagging any champions and being like, oh yeah, they're gonna be on defense. Here we go. Back again. I hope that Hera is an Ice Ranger. Interesting. I think we have too many Ice Rangers.
Yeah, we gotta slow down on those things.
Yeah. I'll give you a like for a pool. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that.
13 to go.
Only one Imp Omega skill and only one normal Imp skill, though. That's a frantic.
Pretty fun to play with.
Kool-Aid. If you say it enough, the devs will do it. Hashtag give Kool-Aid a test account. Kool-Aid. Awesome. If you say it enough. Oh, I just went in with Poseidon. Oh, well. That'll be fun.
Actually, I was thinking about something that I would love the devs to make. And it actually has to do with Grenadiers. Because I don't know why I was thinking about them before. But they need an event relic that gives damage, either armor piercing, probably armor piercing. We don't need another crit relic for them. And also 40% resist lightning. Because I think that if you can build out like an offensive Grenadier build with full lightning resist, it would be a lot more usable than what we currently have. So they've done these resist relics, like you got the Spartan Helm for the Imperials. That's a fantastic relic.
Yeah. You
got the Heartstone. What the heck is that thing? Is it Heartstone? Is that what I'm thinking of for the Goliath?
Yes, Heartstone.
Yeah, there you go. Then that one has the 2 resists as well for Goliath. I think for Grenadiers they should do 2 damage, or damage and armor piercing, and then have like 40% resist lightning, or maybe I don't know about health and lightning resist. I'm not sure if I would appreciate that, or maybe two range resists and health. So it'd be like a Spartan Helm, but for Grenadiers. I don't know. They got to do something to give them some sort of survivability against lightning spells on offense, because it's a shame you really can't use them much.
This is true. Okay. Let's see. What do you think about if they made relics for troops with X skills instead of the Titan with X?
Yeah, I think it's too late for that, because then you'd have people putting X skill relics on X skill Titan, and then forget about it. I mean, it's already crazy.
Yeah, there's definitely sometimes it feels like instead of using a stepping system, they take a quick elevator up to the next floor. You know?
Hell yeah.
They also sometimes slip on the first step, like what they did with the original Artemis and the original Athena.
Oh, true.
Or I guess current Athena, anyways.
Well, that's why.
Yeah, man.
That's why the devs get. That's why the devs get handicap parking, so they don't have to. They don't have to do too many steps. Oh man.
Yeah,
maybe that's what they're spending all the money on. Ramps to make the building, not have any steps.
Oh Jesus. That's true.
Artemis happened, but we move on from that. But they should have did something with Athena, man, because they just left her as the biggest turd of all the summoners. What the heck? The only usable role is having 2 defensive skills on your spearman, and it's for defense at best, which isn't even that great. But man, I feel like they really dropped the ball with her, especially on this latest re-release. It would have been a perfect time to bring her out again, because anybody that didn't have her, or even people that already had her, they wouldn't have cared if they made her better and you just grabbed her along the way to Zeus. It wouldn't feel like you're spending for a new Athena, but they just gave it a little more crit for the Omegas. Whatever, who cares?
Yeah.
Can you be positive?
What?
He was about Poseidon.
He was. He was being positive though. He was saying some positive things. I'll back you up.
Oh yeah. I was just saying, think about all these summoners. Pretty dope, man. They really can put out and do stuff, and she doesn't. Not only that, she only has 3 Omegas that dropped it, not even 4. She's got nothing going on.
I like my Athena.
Okay.
I also have a better role than you.
They could have given her 5 Omega, whatchamacallits.
Whatchamacallits?
Maidens.
Maidens, yeah.
Yeah, they could have done a bunch of things. They could have given it, an X skill, even at least just 1 X skill for all maidens instead of. I think she only has 1 X skill, and it goes to the Omegas. But I don't know. I feel like they dropped the ball on that one.
Agreed. I think so too. Let me get.
Yeah, man. Because of the state that she's in, the only time you'll probably ever see her is temples or a Titan along the way to another Titan, because I don't think anybody will go out of their way to spend for her.
Yeah. There's definitely Titans that are just stepping stones. Morgar. There are definite Yeah, there's well, I'm just saying there's definitely a few that we've definitely seen plenty of times that are stepping stone Titans that are strictly used as here they are as a booster for here's a pull event for this brand new Titan, and they're going to be used in the upcoming event, and then barely ever see them ever again. So Stormbore, another great example.
He looks like it's literally just a ripoff of the old artwork for what's it called, Snowgore.
Mm.
At least he came out and he was 1,000 souls.
Yeah.
So even though he's a total turd, it was done right.
That's right.
Midweek, these times when we don't have anything, they should just offer these old champions and old paladins for 6,000 souls. You want to do it, you can do it. If you want to sit on your game for 2 days straight, maybe you can grind it out. Just with battles, whatever. I think that would be a smart thing for them, because you don't want to put these old Titans that aren't very usable anymore in events, because they're just it's a poor reward. But for a newer free-to-play player, I think it could be something nice for them. Or even, for if you want to talk about season rewards. I mean, I think I mentioned this to you before, Zalon, but have like seasons, like boom, you're in war this season. You're fighting for top 3, maybe top. It's a Guardian, or maybe there's a specific Titan that's offered that weekend that the top 3 alliances get. You know, whatever they've decided at Vixia this week. So you know that you're fighting for a Vixia, and then in Legends from 4 to 13, they get an older 4-star Titan, like the pool we have right now. You get a random 4-star. I think that would bring more teams to Legend League because you'd be getting a 4-star every week, and maybe even liven up the league and make it more fun for everybody. And don't do that in Masters. Keep Masters the same way it is. If you got a big team that just wants to drop down and punish everybody for a week to get a 4-star, they can do that, but it probably won't be as exciting or fun as being in Legend League, where there's more rewards and a healthier server.
Yeah. My question is, when you drop down from a higher league to a lower league, can you keep your lands?
No.
I think you keep them when you drop down, but you lose them when you...
Yeah.
So what happens, these people
No.
can... Yes.
You don't keep them when you drop down.
Yeah, you would have to get kicked a certain way. The people know how to do it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You lose them when you come up. But
if you get kicked or something like that, and,
I know.
And then you join, then you still keep them.
Yeah, I'm just saying, So in that case of, if the developers would just make it so that if you drop down a league in any way, shape, or form, you lose your lands, do you think that would deter people a little bit more?
No, I don't think so, because it's the same teams that drop down week after week after week. And they're significantly stronger than the teams that are playing in Masters.
So it doesn't matter.
But naked on Wednesday, they go in there and they just rape the server and destroy the game, pretty much.
One more time, what do they do to the server?
Just rape the server. Just go in there, take all the lands and castles, and everybody else that just plays the game normally is probably like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
It's bad for the game. It's always been bad for the game.
Yeah.
And they haven't addressed it.
Tell us how you really feel.
No, I agree.
Game?
No, but you don't like them. You're making it very clear.
No, it's not that I don't like that you have Legend League with only 30 teams on the first server and 3 teams that are actually playing on the second.
25.
And then you got big teams that shouldn't be playing in Masters that drop down every week, and they punish people. That also stunts the growth of Masters teams by doing that.
Masters should not have 4-star rewards.
Oh, well, I don't think that's the case. I mean, there's nothing wrong with 4-star rewards. But if they make season rewards like something special week after week, you're fighting. Not this week, it's Guardian week, and blah 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 is in the pool.
Lorne.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And,
more themed.
Inspire people to fight for it. So it's gonna hopefully turn war into an event instead of people just hanging out all week waiting for the event to hit on the weekend. Maybe there's a little bit more at stake, a little bit more you could win.
I agree.
Season after season.
If you can easily make it a themed style like that, and people would be a lot more interested in anything set up like that.
There's so many more things they could do to make it fun.
Right, and, Legend League, maybe X amount of teams get a 4-star, and then X amount of teams after that get a 4-star relic for a season reward. I mean, it's so easy, I think, for them to sweeten the pot. They're not putting any time into doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They should let me organize it.
They've been saying forever they're looking at battle. What the heck are they looking at, right? How long does it take?
Elon's laughing because he knows I like to organize things.
Yes, you do. You're like, excuse me, who is over there organizing? Who? Whoever you are, you're not doing it right. I can hear it now.
It's ridiculous. She likes me to help in the kitchen, okay? Like, make something. She'd be like, why don't you come over here and do this? And if I do it, she's right on my shoulder just supervising every move I make. It's like, you want to just do this? Apparently it's not being done right.
Uh-huh. That's right. Isis says, Zalon, how long you going tonight? As long as I can physically go continue. And I'm doing pretty good so far. It's 8:43 p.m. for me here on the East Coast. So doing well. We got Zeus up to. I just took like a quick break from the from grinding right now to just get Zeus over 20, just so I can put more than one relic on. So, been just kind of doing a little like base fusion here of a bunch of Titans that I would have just gotten rid of anyway. So, toss on these Erises, get up to 19. Maybe Kelwins?
Oh yeah, so weird idea to try and make Legend League rewards better. What if instead of a 4-star Titan, you got a 4-star Titan token where you got to choose from the pool?
Yeah, I mean, that could work. And I have themed weeks, certain weeks it's yada, yada, yada. These Titans are available this week instead of the same things all the time. I mean, that is good stuff. That's good for the game. You can hang on to your token. You don't like the Titans that week, you hang on till next week. Maybe next week there's something you do want.
Here's something positive, and I know Drum will agree. One of the greatest changes to the temple has been a lot of these choice options between Titans and relics. I think it is.
Yeah, totally.
It was a major thing to the game, and now that it's available, it seems like it can be used in all sorts of facets, and the developers have been doing so, which is again good for the game. It just we just feel like now at this point we just want them to use it as much as possible, So
Real Hand's idea is actually pretty good, but I'll take it a step further. That other Legends teams, basically, if you're a team in Legends, you can get these tokens. Okay, now the top teams get one that you can trade in immediately for a 4-star, right? But the rest of the teams get ones that you could use, like the Echoes of War. You could collect 3 of them and trade them for a 4-star.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that, then basically every single team knows that the only way you're going to get 4 stars from season rewards is if you go to Legends. So I mean that would give something special for every team that's finishing, not just the first and 3. The first 3 get it immediately, but the other teams could kind of save up and be a little more strategic about it.
Yeah, man. I'll take that.
Do it.
Imagine having that sort of thing taking place, but you also have team milestones where you can, get stuff. The entire team can receive weekly rewards, and that'll encourage teams to play. So you don't just have, some shells just sitting in Legend soak up free rewards. Like, let's say your team hits, 100,000 or 100, some number of VP. I don't know, whatever you think is sufficient. 50 million VP. Doesn't have to be crazy. Everybody gets, whatever. I don't know.
At least 100 million.
Everybody gets 500 gems when you hit it. Let's say it's 150 million. Everybody gets a relic pull from the altar. Just things like that. Just like you have daily rewards, you can have rewards for your team throughout the week. And some can be attainable, some can be unobtainable,
Yeah, would it make the week sweeter?
Agreed.
More fun.
It would inspire teams to play. Sometimes you get on a team and nobody's really doing much, and that's not that exciting. But now if you get on a team with a bunch of active people, you're going to get more rewards because there's more rewards available for you to get.
It would inspire the people that aren't going for top 3 to still go for something.
Yeah. Right.
I agree.
Agreed.
You hit 200 million VP that week, and you get 200 divine gems or something. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just little things. I feel like it's so easy to add.
So you have a target to go
to inspire teams and players to play.
Real quick. I just want to add this in as well. I know it's something that's associated with Throne Wars, but I kind of feel like it could be somewhat reintroduced in a different way, but it could be added in another event. Similar to how they already use the whole, pick a Titan, pick a relic, pick a God relic, pick all these different options with that. Do you remember the whole giving people titles in Throne Wars?
Yeah.
I know it's in just Throne Wars right now, but can't we just make some way somehow? Can we just throw that in as a reward somewhere else? I feel like it would be.
Throne Wars doesn't exist, so that was the thing that happened a while ago, and hasn't happened since. So maybe that'll never come back. But that was a great thing.
Didn't Salon have a title once?
Yeah, I was
the sloth.
I wonder what that was.
Yes.
Sorry.
Something as simple as that, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, exactly. It could be something it's something that you can. It doesn't always stay, but it's something that changes things up a little bit. Again, it's just for fun, and it does make something as a that you can add to that already exists, that can be just flicked on with the flip of a switch, more or less, or added into an event type that would just make things a little different. So
yeah. Going off of like the Alliance like rewards for weekly, what if they just made an Alliance weekly quest? Like they gave you like 3 or 4 quests to do for the week.
Ooh, for the Alliance itself. I like that.
Yeah, like train 5,000 spearmen. Like random stuff.
Well, maybe.
I mean, some of them have to be meh.
I would put like, crush, 100 castles or something like that is a little, rather than going off specific troops.
Yeah.
500 captures.
Yeah.
Cap this many lands.
Captures, castle hits. Also, too, you can also have reinforcements, which I think is very important, which is actually nothing to do with combat, but if you say, give 500 reinforcements, it just makes it so that people are, again, helping out their team. So...
Playing, being active, exactly. It earns the team more things, and everybody can get involved.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, and all
right, so you have a job.
Well, Seth Ross says right here, I'm okay with D setting up the league rewards.
At least we know they'll be good, and there'll be lots of them.
Yeah, right.
There won't be a day where there isn't an event or something happening.
Yeah, and I could see. Oh, would that be a situation where Drum would be over your shoulder? He'd be like, oh, what's going on here? And then D would say, do you want to do it?
At least we know it would be well communicated.
Yes, that's true. That's true. That's funny. What do we got going on here? Looks like some... 24, I'll go for it. It's alright. Yeah, campaign maps are regular maps. It's all so enjoyable playing and seeing them on my mini. Yeah, well... Yeah, that's true. Now, the whole thing with the recent Conquest maps... Has anyone noticed that some of them seem similar to just the setup, like how they, I don't know, some of the artwork and some of the stuff that they even used in them, it seemed very similar to all the Throne Wars maps. I don't know. For some reason, it seemed like that was a little reused when they created.
I didn't notice that.
When they created all the Conquest maps.
You know, all the Throne Wars maps had giant crystals and stuff. Seen any of those?
Oh, you did? Okay. Okay, maybe not. I just remember in the last conquest, in some of the previous conquests, when I saw the designs of everything, it just seemed like it might have been a little bit of reused Throne Wars maps, but. So who's snacking?
Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Can you hear me? Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Somebody's lip smacking, snacking over there.
We just ate dinner. I don't know.
I need chocolate.
Chocolate.
That's right.
Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
I actually have...
Eating M&M trail mix.
There you go.
Okay.
I have nothing in the house.
Well, that's healthy chocolate. That's
cashews.
Not
really.
It's just chocolate sprinkled in. That's all.
Speaking of chocolate, who ate all the chocolate, mister?
I don't even remember the last time there was chocolate in the house.
Yeah, because you...
Because D has to hide it? Is that what she's going to say?
Oh my God. I find these awesome hiding spots.
She thinks they're awesome.
And then, like, weeks later, I'll go get my stuff, and all there are wrappers.
Oh.
That's what he does. He finds the stuff, he eats the stuff, he puts the wrapper back.
No, I'll leave the empty bag.
That sounds like such a fun time, though.
Oh yeah, it's super fun. And they're good spots. Like, I go in between colanders and, like, in the baking dishes. And one was in a lobster pot.
I've been dealing with her mannerisms for about 9 years, so I know how she thinks.
Oh, yeah?
It's like, oh, where would she put these that she thinks is a good spot? Oh, there it is.
Wow.
Thanks.
Hey, Zalon, I gotta drop off. Good luck and good luck with your new job. It seems like it's really got you going.
Oh well,
so.
it's got me. It's definitely got me going. But I'll tell you what, I do. Every minute that I was at work today, I was like, I want to get out today. Like I had it all planned out in my head. Like I was like, we'll get out around this time to this, somewhere in this like half-hour area, and then I got this and this, and then I'm getting food, and I'm going home, and I'm starting the Conquest stream. Like that was exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to get on. I wanted to get playing Conquest. I did know what we were getting into for the most part. Not every reward, but I knew it was for Poseidon. So I knew it was going to be exciting. I knew people were going to be happy to see this Conquest come around. So I want to be here with everyone. Cool. To enjoy this.
Thank you for streaming, man.
Thanks for joining, Mark. Thank you. I'm sorry. I just started rambling. Have a good night, Mark.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, I'm causing domestics on live stream, Gary. That's right. Domestics. Petrified. No, that was my previous title to the live stream. It was about I owed D souls on the last event. So, okay, here we go. What is this right here in the middle of my screen? I'm playing Conquest right now. What is that? I'm sorry. I thought I was right about this. It looks like a huge crystal in the ground. And more crystals in the ground. Interesting. I don't know. It looks like Throne Wars, similar aspects or artwork.
I see what you're saying now, yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, I did notice the glowing yellow part prior to now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I auto-battle a lot of these.
Well, the beginning ones are fairly easy.
Yeah. I mean, I was even auto-battling 8, like in the first one.
Well, when you're going in with certain Titans, you can get away with it. Most definitely.
Yeah. It was like a maxed out Daedalus with like 190 armor, max crit, max poison, and fire resist, so I was just ignoring it.
Some of the old Ascension maps? I don't remember the old Ascension maps. I do have Ascension shards. We won't get into that today, though. Mentioned that too many times on streams. Ian Rogerson, I can hear the crying now. Why you capping ping pong lands in an event, dude? Yeah, right. He says, I'd love... Oh, sorry, I'm reading back here a little bit. Zalon, I'd love D&D thoughts, but how do we actually bring these type of changes to the game? It seems like the game is run by a bunch of kid devs that don't have any business sense. Well, Ace, we do our best to obviously get the word out as much as possible about what we believe is the best way for the game to go. Now, unfortunately to say, there's a bunch of, limitations on exactly what is immediately implemented based on the fact that they only have so much time to work in the office every day. Just like we all have jobs that we do, that there are similar limitations on how long that you're actually there at work. and what you can do in that time. So they
wild ether approaches.
Yeah, so they do have to make sure that, you know, they make their decisions wisely on how they use their time. Now, do I think taking lunch breaks and playing other games in the meantime? I mean, they do, just like anybody else. Because I know on their live streams they've talked about like other games and everything else, but you know, they don't play, the developers we see on the live streams don't play Dawn of Titans 24/7 like we do. Okay, they play other games, but they do talk about, you know, playing here and playing there. But I believe a lot of times it's just in the office that they're playing because they need to make sure that things are going to work correctly. More than I'm having fun, you know. That's not they're not having fun. They're making sure that it works so that we don't get upset with them. So, unfortunately to say, a lot of times there are still things that get through the cracks. And as much as in their 8-hour shift, if they got 15 problems fixed, 3 problems still exist, and that's all that everybody concentrates all weekend long, and they come back to work on Monday and say, everything I did on Friday was completely pointless because the still 3 other little problems still slip through, and it doesn't matter. Everyone is still mad at me. You know, that kind of sucks sometimes if you look at it from that perspective. Again, remember, Dawn of Titans community, we don't ever go from perspective of the actual developers. We only think about our experience in the game and how much time and money and effort we put into it, of course. But when reality sets in on exactly how much actual work gets done during a Monday through Friday work week, you know, and what we actually can get and expect to see, you know. Whereas when you buy a game that's $60 that has been worked on for the last 2 years, and during that 2 years' time, the developers don't have to all of a sudden stop work on any aspect of the game to fix something else so that people that are playing the game at that very moment don't get mad at them. You know, that doesn't exist in games that are unreleased. So, playing an evergreen game does have its downsides. And when I say evergreen, that's what games are that continue for the foreseeable future. I don't want to say forever because majority of them, yes, do have dates that they turn the servers off. But, you know, it does completely depend on the parent company and how well the game is doing. All right, let's see what else other people say. Let's see.
It's a lot.
What?
A wild ether approaches.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Here we go. What's going on, Ether?
It's not Ether, it's Ether. You heard what the man said.
It's Ether? Oh, my gosh. What's going on, Ether?
Am I saying it wrong or right? I don't honestly know.
No, actually, you're saying it wrong.
I apologize.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
Ether.
Anyway, it goes, it's still wild.
Was something about you still being wild? What?
Yeah. Oh no, I said a wild ether approaches.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's
Like
almost the
the
same.
Pokemon quote.
It's well, or it also kind of sounds like whenever you join a Discord server the first time, they always come up with interesting ways to say that the person has joined. There's that as well.
Yeah, then you guys made that my job.
Mm-hmm. Well, we didn't make it. You decided to volunteer. So.
I don't know. I remember it being somebody's recommendation. I just went with it.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Volunteers never get paid.
Yeah, volunteers don't ever get paid. That is true. Yeah. Oops. Let's do this. All right. So.
Only reason I got on is because I heard M&M's.
Oh.
I'm not eating this anymore. I got in trouble.
So, Drum is sabotaging snack time?
Yep.
Oh, I see.
Nixed it. He muted it and he was like, "What are you doing? People are listening to you eating."
Nobody wants to hear her chomping on nuts during your stream.
You're disgusting.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm about to go.
chomping on nuts. They can hear him crunching.
That's right. It's highly inappropriate, D.
Totally. And when she does her, somebody's got something going on in the background, making noise. At the stream's over, she's like, what the heck was that?
Oh wait, how is it? How is it, Drum? How is it? How does it go? You know.
And here she is, just chomp, 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 chomp. Like, come on.
I stopped.
No.
No more chomping on nuts.
Just get your peanut butter sandwich. You'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't get the crunchy ones.
Now, Ian Rogerson says, I must say I've never had server issues with Conquest. I've typically tried to stay away from immediate starts of anything that's super popular. So like within the first hour of Conquest, I would typically try to, if anything, if I would have any kind of issues, I would just let it go for a little bit and then start playing. But I haven't really had major issues with Conquest. I mean, I haven't had any major issues besides the fact that my stream dropped because, my phone wasn't plugged in.
Yeah, that was your own fault, though.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, that was my own. Yeah, it was my own fault. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. But anyway, so
remember how bad events used to be a long time ago when they started? The servers would just crash.
Yeah.
Even like you're doing a big raid with your team, the servers would be crashing.
Oh yeah. Well, I have a couple what's it called? I have a couple videos. One that's still very popular, actually, called the Captain Stream. It's somewhere up. It's somewhere up there in the 3,000 or 4,000 views at this point, maybe even 5 at this point. It's still very popular because it basically shows me getting on for like an hour and a half. Drum, you were still with Non-Toxic at the time, we basically just go in and tear this one group right up. And it's awesome.
That was a good stream.
It was awesome. I did it a few times, but one of them specifically became pretty popular to the point where people are still watching it week to week and just seeing how we went about capping people and organizing it and everything else. So
They just wanted to see how life used to be.
yeah, I guess so.
In the good old days.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you were there too, Ether.
I know.
I know.
I remember that.
That's right.
I remember every bit of it.
Yeah. So, let's see here. So we're at what? I just cleared level 3 with level 20 Zeus.
So you're going to be on till Sunday or what?
What, live stream till Sunday?
Are you going to be live streaming until Sunday? Hey, daiquiris on me.
Daiquiris on you if I live stream all the way to Sunday?
Yes.
All right, well.
Yeah, you got a daiquiri shop near you?
No, we don't have any daiquiri shops near me.
Guaranteed you get a whetstone. 4-star.
You think so? Guaranteed if I stream until Sunday, I will get a 4-star whetstone. That's a pretty hefty guarantee right there.
If you don't, I will fuse all of mine away.
What, in solidarity?
Yeah.
Wow. It'd be pretty epic. Let's see what we have here. That's another 24. We'll take it. We'll see what we get. 24-hour Zalon solo stream. Gosh. You guys honestly think I have that kind of resolve? That kind of I couldn't do it after a full day's work, but maybe
Have
one
you
day.
heard the story of the little engine that could?
Oh, Jesus.
Actually, no. Could you please tell it to me?
Oh, God.
We can't do this now.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we
No.
can.
No.
You started, now you got to finish.
It is. Yeah.
Story time.
Yeah. Story time. One day.
Story time with Barry White.
Nobody knows you say after that.
No, it's alright. I was just playing the battle up here.
Story time.
The devs need their own alliance, then the community can take frustrations out on their team. Scalp them. Well...
That would be so much fun.
It would be. Hitting the
Yeah, they would get raped.
Yeah, over and over again.
And over and over and over. It wouldn't stop, ever.
Yeah.
And they couldn't get bubbles. They'd be castles that just couldn't be bubbles. You could just non-stop pound on them.
Oh, wow, that would be pretty insane.
For max VP.
For max VP. Oh, wow. Wow.
That wouldn't be so bad.
That would actually be fun and entertaining.
So Alex says, you think Throne Wars is done? Because I have those divine amulets taking up space. I have 2 of them as well.
I threw them away.
I have them.
I think Throne Wars is coming back. I think it's coming.
But when, you know?
When?
Forever.
This year. A very inconclusive answer. Very much like the devs.
I mean,
About to get TOP back.
Well, we are about to get TOP back. Yeah.
I'm a fan of the Conquest. I like the triple battle drops, so you know, I'm cool with this thing every 3 weeks, knowing that every 3 weeks I can at least, you know, upgrade a bunch of relics in one weekend. That feels nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best part about Conquest. Actually, the only reason I even worry about doing it, 3 drops. Gotta get them.
Make that time, you know.
Yep.
I'm telling you, man, trying to level relics is like crunching almonds. Just not good for your teeth.
It's not good for your teeth. You hear that, D?
No, not good for your teeth.
Stomping on nuts.
Apparently, Kool-Aid says D's nuts.
Oh, nuts.
No.
Hey, there's a restaurant in Louisiana, like almost in Atchafalaya, and the name of the restaurant is called Jesus. When I run across it again, I'm going to send you a picture of it. I promise.
Okay.
Yeah, the name of the restaurant is called Jesus.
Where is the restaurant?
It's in Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
It's like in between Lafayette and Baton Rouge on Interstate 10. They spell it DESIS, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the right way that they spell it. There's a big old billboard and everything, so when you see it, it's funny. I actually thought y'all owned it for a minute.
That's right. Just stop in.
You fall asleep on us, Vaughn.
Nope. Just playing with my lightning storms. So Frantic says, okay, 12 hours then to build up the stamina. Okay, we'll see what happens, Frantic. I don't do the one stone cap thing. I prefer PP lands for the Titan XP. Yeah, Ian Rogerson, that would be better. But I'm just doing this for the live stream right now. It's alright. I would like the Titan XP as well. But... Oh, what's up, Truth? Thanks for joining.
So how long you stream for?
Everybody keeps asking me that. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I'm trying to get you to go till Sunday.
Yeah, right.
You gotta work tomorrow too?
I have to work in the morning.
I thought you had weekends off.
Yeah, no,
I thought you had weekends off.
I do, but people... Yeah, well, we can still work more than that if we want to. And I got debts. So, we'll see what happens.
Gotta follow the money.
Yeah, you got to follow the money. Well, also it's the same thing too. When it comes down to when the boss asks you to work, do you want to work Saturday? Well, of course you want to work Saturday because you want to keep your job and you want to make sure that you're still making money. So I mean, I don't want to work on the weekends, but when you are a new worker to a new company, you typically want to at least look like you're someone who actually wants to work. So I mean, again, this is all the way I have always treated things. Everyone else can just do what they want to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I do this, and I've created really good relationships with previous bosses based on the ways I've done things. And I was told by my previous boss recently, he's like, just do exactly what you did to me. And I only worked with him for 2 years, and he said I was one of his best. I basically became his like right-hand man when it came down to taking care of a lot of different aspects of the job.
Papi Chulo.
And now I'm Papi Chulo. And now that I'm Papi Chulo, and see, that's the thing. I already know that I have like a lot of the Hispanic guys like me, even though they don't understand a lot of what I say. And it's only because I use hand move. Again, everyone here knows that I cannot stand if you don't understand what I am trying to convey to you. So I will use hand gestures. I will do anything I can to make sure you can understand what I am trying to say.
Or you could just learn Spanish.
I actually was told that too today. They were like, Papi Chulo, learn Espanol, you know? I'm like, nah. I'm like, what? So I have to just so I can just be around you? I think the whole point of Spanish guys love the aspect that they can just be right around you and just speak Spanish and you have no clue. They actually like that.
And that's why it's good for you to learn it.
But why would they want me to learn it so that they can still talk about stuff around me and not who cares?
That way you can always know. I mean, you can be getting called Papi Chulo and you thinking it's Pimp Daddy, but I mean, it could be something else. You never know.
No, it is. Go ahead, go Google search it right now. See what comes up.
I ain't about to do that.
Go Google search it.
As an example.
I'm just I know it's an example, but I'm just saying if you do Google search it, it does come right up.
There'll be a picture of Zalon's head. Papi Chulo.
Yeah, that's right. Like an avatar.
They went all the way with it.
Yeah, like an avatar. Did Zalon say he uses hand puppets? Yeah, I use hand puppets. That'd be funny, like lamb chop.
Man, he looks like
my hand socks.
Lamb chop, play along.
Yeah, I knew the song was gonna come on.
Where kids
don't do that.
You know the whole song. Oh, even better.
Yeah, we got a lot of living to do.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
I know the whole thing. I have a lamb chop puppeter still.
All right, please.
This is the song that doesn't end.
Oh, that's the stream that doesn't end.
Oh, my God. My sister will drive me crazy.
Oh, Truth says $1.99 donation. You still have to work tomorrow? Yeah, I do, Truth. I do.
And they'll continue singing it forever just because.
This is the song that doesn't end.
Oh my goodness, he know it too. It's not good. Y'all disappoint me, man.
All right, see you later, Ian Rogerson. Thank you for being there.
The hatred that I have for that song, you just don't know. Every morning.
Hate is a strong word.
What do you have against lamb chop?
And that's what I mean. Hatred.
We have now reached another pinnacle part of the live stream where we find out another thing that Ether does not like.
You know what? You're going to find out a lot about me.
We already know enough about you. We already know enough about you.
As soon as somebody on the other end of this line decides when they're going to put this picnic together or the summer party, whatever we're doing together, they ain't never did it. I'm just taking shots while I'm on here, that's all.
What?
See, right. Yo, she caught on now, see?
Oh, somebody's dropping the ball.
Somebody's dropping the ball. Oh, jeez. Ether's just so excited. He's ready. Ether's ready to travel anywhere in the U.S. to meet up with anybody that he knows from DC.
I'll see you next week. Either I'm going to be in Austin, and the week after that, I'm going to be in Kohler, Wisconsin.
You're going to be in Austin next week?
Yeah. The week the week after, like Sunday through Wednesday.
To clear your
So the
schedule.
week after.
All right. I'll let you know if I can get something that comes that way, because I'm actually. Hey, I'm actually in east of Odessa, Texas right now. I'm not at home.
No
you live
good.
in Texas.
I'll be home tomorrow. Yeah, but I live in Houston.
Is that near Austin?
It's like 3 hours away. I mean, it's a short drive. I can always drive out there. You going to be there on the weekend?
Just to meet me?
Yeah, well, I have family out there too, so it's nothing for me to drive out there.
I have to go on a Sunday, and I'm going to be there working until Wednesday.
And then it'll be the
I can make that
stream.
I can make that happen.
We could do a Deether stream.
No, we're not gonna do Deether.
Deether. Deether. Oh, Deether.
Another one.
Yeah, we gonna leave that as Jesus. Then next thing you know, I'm getting sued. Copyright infringement.
That's right.
See?
Oh, actually, I should be collecting my event rewards now, shouldn't I? Let's see what we have here. Warp stones, bonus token. Man, if I didn't collect that.
What part of Wyoming you're going to? You say you're going to Wyoming.
Oh,
it's still cold out there.
No, Wisconsin.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wisconsin.
It's cold up there too. Just trying to warm up, but it's still cold up there. That's crazy.
Well, it's going to be in the high 70s in Austin, so I'm super excited.
There you go.
Yeah, you excited about Austin traffic, though? It's a nightmare.
Is it? Don't tell me that.
Yes.
It can't be worse than New York City.
But they're doing all the construction right now, so it's pretty bad. No, it's not worse than New York. It's not worse than New York. But it's getting up there. The only place I've been to that's worse than New York has to be Los Angeles. Actually, day number one. I was in Los Angeles one time, and I sat on a freeway and went 5 miles in 3 hours.
Yeah.
Just traffic. No construction, just traffic. Horrible.
Apparently, Truth says Austin doesn't have roads, they have parking lots. That's interesting.
Nice.
Hey, he understands what I mean when I say the traffic is terrible. They actually tried to expand some of the freeways and put more lanes up, but that just made it worse.
Truth singing the song for you in chat there, D.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just because you started it, he's singing it forever, just because.
Why do people like that song? I just gotta understand this.
It's because it's ingrained inside of our heads. Listen,
super fun.
It's something
There's nothing fun about that song at 6 o'clock in the morning with your sister that's in love blasting it every morning. And you're trying to still get sleep for school.
Well, this is what happens when it's ingrained in your head at a young age, and then when one person starts singing it, you don't know what it was, but you know, you never forget. They'll forever sing it just because, and that's just the way it works.
I rather listen to Banana Phone.
Oh yeah.
What's Banana Phone?
Just saying. Oh my goodness, you've never heard of Banana Phone?
No.
Ring, 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 Banana Phone. Oh man, you need to go look that up on YouTube. It's a song. Oh man.
Anybody in chat? Okay, I got 45 people watching here. Anybody in chat ever hear of Banana Phone? Because I have not either. And let me know.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Oh wow.
Okay.
See?
We have some other people. Because Ether is someone who does seem to like some of the off kilter, the not so well known about.
That's not off kilter. That's a very popular song.
Okay, it could be. Just saying.
Hey.
It's probably not even a real song.
Hey, don't get touched and get contaminated by the banana. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's probably just like the peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat.
You think so?
Peanut butter jelly time. Yeah, I do.
That's a very, I ain't gonna say it's stupid, but it's alright. It's not like that other one. That other one is just terrible.
Let's see. Chad says nope. Kool-Aid says just no Baby Shark, please. Yeah.
Baby Shark.
Yeah, I'm not too.
I ain't never heard of Baby Shark.
Yeah, I'm not up.
Oh,
that?
No, don't.
Is that a song?
It's like where basically you get your hands like you have them like your fingers outstretched like their jaws, and basically you like Baby Shark, and you cycle through different shark names until you reach like Mama Shark or something. You're doing like a jaw chomping thing with your hands the whole time you're singing it.
Doesn't sound fun.
See? Yeah, you're talking about something
you just gave Drum an idea.
Make your fingers, you make your fingers make like bananas. I mean, not bananas, like bunny ears or something on the wall. That's shadow.
Oh, have you guys heard My Ding-a-ling?
No, I've seen mine.
Yeah, let's not talk about dinglings.
Well, no, it's a song by Chuck Berry from the 70s, and basically he's singing about how he got a pair of bells from his mother, and he keeps like it's basically just a giant song full of what could possibly be innuendos, and he's just singing about it. It's funny.
It's not good. I seen my comment out there to get you to stop talking about that, because I knew she was gonna tell you don't talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you tell them, Drum, what you do to me? That's really mean. When you
No, we don't need to know.
You bore your hole.
We don't. Hey, keep all that indoors.
Oh, don't even deny it. I'm gonna bore a hole, and I don't know where. I think I'll bore my hole right there. Ah!
What?
Yeah, it's really annoying. Then I just get like attacked, and I can't move.
That's revenge.
Basically, a way to abuse your children.
That's revenge.
There was a song that my mom used to sing to me all the time, and you know what she does, bore a hole. So it's like you go and you poke them and you drive your finger to them like you're boring a hole. And once the song starts, you know the task has to be completed. So.
Yeah, the task has to be completed. Mm-hmm. Have a good stream, guys. Off to Elder Scrolls. Yeah, Soldier, I was going to say, yeah, the Elder Scroll Blades, it seems the Apple gets the little bit of the sneak peek is on that, because I was definitely trying to check that out just to see what it was like. But,
it's not a fun game.
What?
Very lame. That game is very lame.
Have you tried it out? Like Have you tried it out, Ether? Or what?
Not the recent one.
Or what? You were just watching Soldier stream.
Nah, I haven't watched Soldier stream on it.
So,
but I'm just saying, like overall, I never liked that lineup of gaming. It kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy. I've never liked Final Fantasy either.
Okay.
Are you saying you don't like the Elder Scrolls franchise?
Yeah, that's basically what I'm telling you. I don't care for it.
So what are you saying?
I don't care for it.
Oh, is it finally released, Soldier? I was looking for it yesterday, or not, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I mean, I didn't check today, but I was looking. Everything always keeps on saying pre-register for me, so I don't know why. I don't have access to it.
I pre-registered on Android, and I actually have it installed, but I can't play it. I open it up, and it's like, hello, please have notifications on. Due to how the game is, we want to only let so many people play at a time. You'll get a notification when it's your turn.
No.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it actually says that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I checked on APK yesterday, too, Soldier. I checked on APK, too, yesterday. But anyway. You gave a link to the Baby Shark song, It Is Evil? Oh, okay, I'll show it then. I didn't know what you were posting there, Kool-Aid, so I was holding it for review.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was either. So I didn't touch it.
Oh, I don't like Ether opinion now. Not a Final Fantasy fan? Shocking. Shocking, Ether, that you're not a Final Fantasy fan.
No, my brother was. That's like another game I didn't care for was Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, well.
Nah, suck.
I never really got into that either. But that was just because I think it came out a little after I had a system that actually was able to use it. Or play it.
Oh. You whispering, what was that?
Yeah, you have early access and started playing Blades today, BMT? Yeah, I was interested. Again, I've played Elder Scrolls games before. I've definitely played Final Fantasy games before, but I've also played Fallout as well. I like Bethesda just in general, but when it comes down to I'm interested to see what it's like. I'm interested to see what it's like here on what's it called on mobile. I'm just interested just to see what's up. But
yeah, Zlon, I just sent it on Discord. Literally, the thing saying we can't let you log in right now.
Yeah, interesting. And that was on Android then? You said?
Yeah, I pre-registered back in around when it was announced in E3 the same day last year.
Same thing. I mean, I pre-registered for that, and I also pre-registered for what was the other one, Diablo. I'm just interested to see what it's like on mobile. You know, I just want to see exactly, you know, what they're able to put out there, if it's a real quality product or if it's just an absolute trash and money grab. So, let me see this 25.
Probably a money grab.
Well, we'll have to actually see. I mean, honestly, the way they seem to be putting actual effort into mobile games now, because they make more money in general than anything else. If you do a money grab, it's not gonna last more than a year, maybe 2. But if you actually lay down some actual real game, like this is something we're gonna try to put out for 5-10 years. I mean, they can definitely. I mean, World of Warcraft was one of the first games that ever do something like that, be subscription. Well, I shouldn't say first, but one of the beginning subscription-based games that was extremely successful. Let's just say that then, because they definitely made a lot of money.
EverQuest Online Adventures.
Well, yeah. I didn't want to make any kind of crazy statements. Yes, I know EverQuest was also a very popular online game and definitely made a lot of money on there too. I did not play EverQuest. No, I did not. Did I ever see anyone play EverQuest or watch someone play EverQuest and know what it is and see it visually in front of my face? Yes. Was I interested in playing it myself? No, unfortunately not. But
you missed out. Fun.
Yes,
that was fun.
Yes, and unfortunately, I don't think it's available anymore. Is it? I'm pretty certain that a lot of the EverQuest servers got all shut down. And of course, something that Ether likes is unavailable anymore. So remember, the things that are available now aren't good, and the things that came before.
You know what's funny about that? I mean, DOT is on a time basis.
Oh,
I like this one, so
that's right.
Y'all better start finding something else right now.
Oh gosh, the Ether is the bad luck, huh?
It's cursed.
Yeah. Truth says Blades is a beautiful game. DOT is a beautiful game. Blades is free to play. DOT is, well, I'd like to see exactly how free to play it really is.
Free to play.
It did look for bases on Android a few days ago, but it wasn't there. Also, still waiting on ROR. Yeah, me too, Frantic. That's something I've actually invested money into, so I'm expecting to see something hopefully soon about that. But we will see. Well, thank you, Lucy. What is it, Lucius? Lucius NTG Salon streaming on YouTube. Come join the chat if you're grinding and bored. Thank you, Lucius. I appreciate that.
So you're gonna get a chance to finish this weekend?
I'm gonna set my goals at level 8. I don't know if I'm gonna be pushing really far higher than that. If anything, can you catch if you use one of them to? Gosh, Brain, really? Man, that's funny. Let's see. Where are we at? 31 warp stones. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because I used the 10. Let's go back in. This time... Let's not use Zeus. Change things up a little bit. Who else we want to use? No. Let's take Dionysus in. He's fun to play with. And well, we don't. I guess we had these off because he was being used in an event. Guess we'll just throw all these on. Everybody else in the chat, just here, I'll ask this question real quick. Anybody in the chat want to let me know where you are in the event? How far along you've gotten so far? I would like to know because, of course, or where your goals are in the event, because that's always fun to know about as well, just to get in a little bit more of an idea of what the community feels like. Going all the way to Poseidon. Want to get yourself a Vixia? Not interested at all. The brain, like a comment typical from him. There's an event?
What's an event?
Yeah. What's an event? Explain the concept.
This is a thing where you press buttons and send you order money. Boy, it's called an event.
Is it either? That's how it works?
Sounds like using an ATM.
Yeah, instead of putting money in, it just takes away.
Switch it up here.
I think I'm gonna actually finish this one.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't have Poseidon. I actually fumbled the ball, so I didn't want to get Ice Titan at that time. I didn't know he was going to be actually worth it. So I skipped him. So most likely I'll probably just finish.
Well, when it comes down to that, if that's the case, well, I'm glad it works out for you when it comes down to this event with being able to use. Being able to get not Dionysus, being able to get Poseidon for the first time.
And the crazy thing is, I already have his relics, so I actually was thinking about pushing to get into the top 50, so that way I can get 2 of them.
Oh, really? You mean top 500?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 500, my fault. So he's the Alliance events. But that's what I was gonna do. Just push and try to get 2 of them. I keep on lingering around the 1,000 mark.
Nice. Throw the fireball.
I'll probably have to push hard on Sunday.
Yeah, you will.
Push real hard on Saturday to be able to do that.
I think I'll just go for Vixia, if anything, just because of time, even though I don't have a Poseidon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Vixia is pretty good. I just fused mine away, to be honest.
That's it?
She was at 55, and I fused away. Now I'm about to get her back again. It kind of worked out. Just got to start over from scratch.
Yeah.
I fused Vixia into Zeus.
What level's your Zeus?
60.
Yeah.
Yeah, just maxed him out.
Does he dominate? Does he dominate everything for you?
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, he was dominating when I got him to like level 20. He was pretty good, but at level 30, I mean, he was just like starting to run over everything. That's when I knew he was a Titan that was just overpowering. It's good in a way, but in a way, I kind of hate it because it kills the game. Like, too much offense, man. We don't have enough defense. So what I did last year's event, the one that just passed, I just went through my Titan Hall and just played gut check and just started getting rid of everything. If it's not a defender, I was getting rid of it. So I have very few attackers left. because there's too many attackers. Then when you have a Titan like this, that's just running through things. What do you need to play with another Titan for?
Yeah.
So I just started getting rid of everything so that way I can work on all my defensive Titans. And that's what I was doing.
Good.
Who you worked on? Because I know you take forever to get Titans to 60. So I'm interested to know who you worked on. Did you put a video out also?
Nope. I did not.
No video this time?
Because I didn't participate in the fusion event, so...
Gasp.
There you go, Ether.
Yeah, work must cost, seriously.
No, it was a bit of a miscommunication, more or less. I was under the impression that the fusion event was going to last for 3 days, and it did. But it was something that obviously wasn't... Chris, Natural Motion Chris, posted in Discord that it was going to last for 3 days. It came up as only being less than 1 day. I, of course, was under the impression that then that was the case. I was only able to check this within the last 5 hours of the fusion event that was listed, that was being posted. So I did the fusions that I could do and went to bed because I was not going to stay up all night just to do a crap ton of fusions and even possibly still run out of food and be like, oh, what am I going to do? So I wasn't going to do all that. So unfortunately to say, I did not realize that Tuesday and Wednesday you were also able to fuse as well. Or I should say Wednesday and Thursday. So that was my downside.
As the last fusion event lasted for like 3 days? Not the one just passed, but the one before it. That one lasted, I think, like 3 days or so. I know it was more than 1 day.
Oh, jeez.
Right. Yeah, when they did that extension, I was kind of peeved just because, like, I burned a ton of gems the first day to try and get all my stuff done. Then I'm like, you couldn't have just made it 3 originally. You had to do an extension after I did everything. Like, great that everyone got more time to happy about that. It's just like the gems I spend on battle refreshes. Because I don't have the food glitch.
Oh yeah, neither do I.
I've never had that either. I know some people know how to, like, as soon as it go away, they know how to refresh and get it back. But I've never had it.
Yeah. Like, I've gotten it by accident before, but I don't have it.
I'm still waiting for these Titans that have these pets to come out. That's what I'm waiting for. They got to be the next lineup of Titans. Titans with pets that buff.
Alright. I am interested in seeing exactly what this next, bit of the game is actually going to have for the rest of the community. I'm interested as well. But I think
my only interest coming up is to know what Titan is going to buff. Have Omega Spearman.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying Hera. We'll see exactly.
I thought it was going to be Zeus, but it's not. I was kind of disappointed. You think it's going to be Hera?
We'll see.
Definitely. Heard Ares thrown out there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many more guys do they have that they can actually make?
A lot. I think there's like 12 or 13 Olympians, like, of the main pantheon. Not including, like, others like Kronos, who are, like, Titans, who are significant in their mythology. There's a lot.
I wonder how many will they actually make. Because eventually you're going to get to a point to where now you're just recycling Titan skills and throwing different names on them.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't want reskins. You know how the community likes reskins.
Ranger Titans came out. Everybody was upset because it was a reskin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we thought Calrex was a reskin of Aeolus. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Until we find out that he can actually buff spells. He got some good news with that came with Zeus though. Did you find out what it was?
What?
They're gonna if you look at the way Zeus is designed, he doesn't have weapons. So your mage titans might not be far away.
Well, some people say that Zeus is basically a shaman titan anyway.
I wouldn't say he's a shaman, but
well,
it just gives me kind of like insight to make me think that they actually might be working on something that you've been praying and wishing for forever.
Forever, Ethan.
Yes,
forever.
Titans.
That's true. Yoluth and Erdred,
Cerberus
yeah.
was kind of the prototype.
Cerberus? Well, how do you mean by that?
He was the first type with nothing but weapons.
Well, except when you put the 5-star. What? And then they found out that they're like, oh, don't want to do that again. You know?
Ah.
Because as soon as you put the 5-star on Zeus, people are like, what is the bow just going to show up? So...
I don't know. They're probably working on something big. You got to have something big for the summer and some big stuff towards the end of the year.
That's right. That's the way they usually go.
I got rid of my Wukong.
Got rid of your
Didn't need
Wukong?
him anymore.
Ugh.
Yeah, the only reason I was going to hold on to him was for the Chinese New Year because I know he's always linked to that.
Mm-hmm.
But don't need him anymore. Told you, I went to clean the house. No reason to keep those Titans. You know, I don't do Pantheon, so.
Yeah, we know.
Actually, to be honest, the only Pantheon that I'm going to have complete is going to be the one with all the gods.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to start Athena over because I got rid of my Athena because this one had better skills, and she was 55, so I got rid of her. Now I got a level 1 Athena. I got to start over. So that kind of sucks, but. I actually had one part of the Pantheon complete.
There you go. Ether in effect.
Pantheon isn't worth it to me.
It doesn't have to be. It's for a lot of people. It's just an accomplishment. It's like saying you played the game. It's like saying you got the award for working for 15 years. Something you can say. Is it something that you actually, you know, you were working your job just to get a 15-year plaque? No, it's not. You weren't doing that. That's stupid. But...
yeah, because that's the way most people would look at it.
But you still got it. So guess what? Believe it or not, even yourself, Ether, you know, oh, hey, I got a 15-year plaque, blah, blah, blah. Like, people just will say it because, well, it's just something that happened. Or it'll sit in your house and people will bring it up when they see it. Unless you're someone who just puts everything away and doesn't, you know, leave stuff out. But for the most part, it's a conversational piece. Oh, I can imagine, Ether. Your house, probably every week, you're probably like, what do we need these chairs for? We only need we only need the number of chairs we need for the people to sit down in. So any extra chairs, only the extra chairs. What's the point of all these extra chairs? We have and then Ether then the Ether goes around and goes, well, we have 5 comfortable seats, but only 2 of them are super comfortable. Those are like his meta titans. So he just
sit on the floor and play dominoes.
He trashes all the rest of them. And then Ether goes in his closet and goes, "Why do I keep my winter clothes? No point in keeping winter clothes when it's summertime."
Got that right. By the time winter come back, you ain't gonna be able to fit it.
Yeah. And then the winter time comes back around, and then Ether has to buy all new winter clothes. It's a continuous, horrific...
It's a never-ending cycle.
Yeah, a never-ending cycle is right.
I would be curious to know where everybody in the stream is.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody that's watching.
Me too. I asked the question once before, but didn't get too many responses in the chat. It's alright, though. I've got the food and gold glitch, but always spent out of them. Yeah, I know what you mean by that. I thought Zeus would be the spearman god, too, but I also figured Valkyrie would float. Yeah. I remember that, too. People were like, is Valkyrie going to float on the battlefield? Well, of course, it's been taking a while, but Zeus floats after he wins, you know. Or if he dies like he did in this battle, he'll just remain dead on the ground. Like,
kill Zeus, you murderer.
Yeah, right? Also hit level 6. Oh, nice, Aaron. Thank you for letting us know. Alright, so I think I just hit 4. There we go.
I don't know if this would be considered messed up, because Zeus is Athena's dad and all, but I kind of made him eat her. So...
Ain't that what he's known for doing anyway?
What?
Isn't that what he's known for doing anyway?
Yeah, that's right.
No, that was his dad.
Yeah.
But now he's turned into his father.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Wrong Titan.
Yeah. Yeah, like mythology, she supposedly just like suddenly magically came out of his forehead, and now she's in his stomach.
Alright, let's do a bit more grinding for a little bit longer. I know the stream is starting to slow down a little bit, just noticing on viewership and everything else. And I'm starting to slow down a little bit, so we're gonna stream for another like 9 minutes. At the top of the hour, we're gonna wrap it up here. I do appreciate everybody that joined in on Discord and also that donated tonight. Of course, that was Michael Marlowe and Truth. On Discord, of course, we had Ether, Rio Hand. We had D and Derm on there for quite some time. We also got some of their opinion. But again, if you want to get more of their opinion on Conquest, I'm sure they will be doing a live stream this weekend on Saturday. Tomorrow, I should say. I should have said something to her earlier. Maybe she would have said something, but to confirm it. But besides from that, we'll see about other live streams possibly too this weekend from other DOT YouTubers. Myself, if anything, I will stream on Sunday. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be way too busy. But if I can stream on Sunday...
Is there anyone that's going to stream after you tonight?
Tonight? I have no idea. We will see. Maybe. That's a good question. But we see... Yeah, because we're probably... Looks like we're approaching the 3-hour mark. So that'll be good. 3 hours right here in the beginning. I know it's no 8 or 10-hour stream or anything like that, but if I would have had all day to stream, then I would have done something a little bit like that, like I've done in the past. But, like I said, gotta do with what you can work with. So, and also, too, if I wasn't working tomorrow morning, that would make a difference as well.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Works.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. We said 30 likes and Zlon does a DG poll, and we're still only at 23. What's up with that? 23. Wow. Okay, well, we can still do one. He's going to do one. We'll do one if we get 30 likes. So, let's clean that. Let's clean up that situation here before the end of the stream.
Are you ever going to try to save a Chernobog or something like that?
I don't think so. See, in the aspect, now knowing that the developers eventually, like for instance, in 2020, early 2020, Chernobog and Belobog will have their own events, and it will be kind of like, well, why did I save up 10K back in the day when Belobog and Chernobog are going to get their skills revamped, like Aurea and Urkon, and be reintroduced into the actual game in milestone rewards.
So that way you can have two versions. The old version and the new version.
You'd fuse the old one away well before they'd even release them. So, don't be lying, Ether. Don't be lying.
I'm going to pull the sheep over America's eyes.
One more, and then he does the poll.
One more. Oh, here we go. Thank you. Thank you, Real Hand.
He'll do the thing.
Thank you, Real Hand, for keeping everything honest.
Even got a dislike.
Somebody trying to stop her from doing DG polls.
Oh, somebody's trying to sabotage it.
If you haven't liked it yet, please do, and then we can make him poll DGs.
Wait, what about DGs?
You're gonna poll.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we just need one more person
One
to be
more?
number 30.
Alright.
Lucky number 30.
Alright, let's see. Subscribe for Sucker Free Sundays and the best fusion videos DOT has to offer. That's right, Truth. Check out Truth's channel. Link is in the, not the description, but link is right there in the chat, even for the people that are watching the stream after the fact. Sean M., I'm sitting on Plinth 4 with 2 battles left to go. Yeah, I'm not too far behind on that as well. So,
That's not bad. Is he straight grinding or pulling relics?
Where I'm at right now, I've been just grinding since I started the stream. I went from Plinth 1 to 4 just with what I had. So I mean, yeah, you go pretty quick in the very beginning, and then it starts to get a bit more grindy, and again semi entices you, depending on the event, to either invest or to spend a lot more time to continue. It's the old get the hook in the mouth and then let them squirm kind of scenario.
Yeah, this is probably by far one of the most popular events.
Oh, Conquest?
This is an event that you can actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because this is an event you can actually do without having to
actually participate.
Spend a lot or spend anything if you don't want to.
Yeah, you don't have to. I like that. It does give complete freedom, and also at the same time, the ability for you. It's just a level up event. That's really what it is. Level up your relics, level up your titans. Because when I say level up your titans in that aspect, you're going to get a bunch of Titan fusion food, and a lot of it's going to be like low-level stuff. You know what I mean? Like level 1. It's not going to be like anything that you pulled from the Epic Altar or pre-leveled Titans that you get in milestones and events or any of that, or pre-leveled that you're getting in the Monument. You're just going to get a crap ton of level 1 stuff. So either it's even if it's 1-star, 2-star, or 3-star, it's going to be nice because it'll help you fuse up your Titans. But really the main goal is, of course, to get as much relic fusion food as possible. But it is nice that you're getting Titan as well. So.
By the way, Zlon, you've reached 31 now.
Nice. I call 30 a thumbs up. All right. Here we go. For the end of the stream. I'll still be grinding a little bit more after I'm done here, but for the most part, I do want to make sure that I do wrap up in a timely fashion, so that everything else should go smoothly from here. Right. Well, here we are. Let's see. Total damage. Yeah, so I got 10,000 right now. Ranked 21,000. Not bad. And I'm plinth 4. So here we go. We're going to do a bonus altar pull first. Hopefully it's a 3-star. And that means I'm going to definitely get a 5-star relic if I pull DG. I got an Aldwin. So let's see.
Okay, everything mapped out.
Let's see. 500 DGs. Hoping for a 5-star relic. One that we don't have. Ready to go crazy if it happens. Oh, but it's Dragon Slayer.
Oh!
It's Dragon Slayer. It's a
Doesn't matter,
5-star.
you still got that stream luck.
I got a 5-star.
Which means no whetstone for you.
Which means no whetstone. Hold up on that.
You used it all up.
Hold up on that. So I got a Dragon Slayer. It's not the greatest 5-star out there. Let's just put it that way. I don't have one. That's semi-cool. And it's a 5-star, which makes it semi-cool. But it's not the... You need that, Alex? You want the 5-star Guardian Relic? I mean, I'm not going to say that it's not cool to have. But yeah, Titan...
At least you have an Urcon.
Titan resist against all damage. True, I do have an Urcon, but I don't have, like, the... Well... Titan damage, Titan health.
I'm going to drop off of his line. I got to go.
All right, thank you for joining, Ether. Thank you for joining.
Yes, sir. Anytime. I'll talk to you later. Talk to you later, real hand.
Yeah.
The only one you don't have, Alex? Well, see, I have 2 Night Whispers and a Stormbringer already, so... But, again, Dragon Slayer... And I've gotten Dragon Slayer on my test account. The only 5-stars I have not gotten on my test account, or my main account, is the Berserker and the Champion. Those are the 2 5-stars I cannot get on any accounts. So, pretty ridiculous. But, yes, I did get a 5-star in my 500 pull. Pretty crazy. And I don't mean to sound like it wasn't the greatest, but I have to... Well, if I would have got a 3rd Night Whisper, that would probably be more depressing. So, it beats a 3rd Night Whisper, DOT community. Because I just don't have enough infiltrators to make it worth it. I have 2 infiltrators that are perfectly set for Night Whispers skill-wise. But otherwise, a 3rd Night Whisper would have been pointless. But now that I got the Guardian Relic, I guess it's more of a thing to say that you have. Yeah, I do have Urcon, but I don't know. I'm more concerned about using his troops than I am buffing Urcon himself. And with that, I will yawn, and I will be concluding my stream. Again, thank you, Real Hand, for joining. And thank you for everybody who joined the stream in chat and who liked the stream. For all the people that are watching the replay, thank you for watching all the way through. I appreciate you all. And I will most definitely be back on Sunday to find out more about how everybody finished out here in the event. I hope everybody has a great time. Get as much as you can out of the Conquest event that suits your goals in the game. So if you're more interested about leveling up relics and titans, do what you got to do. If you're interested in participating in the event, do what you got to do. If you're interested in just continuing to grind VP and you just don't care about anything, do what you got to do. Enjoy yourself. The game is out there for everybody. As we talk about trying to appease everyone, like I said earlier. Free-to-play grind for you, Sean M. It is pretty quick and fast. I'm running Dio Max, so easy enough start. Nice. Takes me 6k DGs to get a 5-star. That's how bad my luck is. I need 6k for the 5k pull. Wow. That's pretty good, truth. Alright. So, wrapping this one up. Thank you all, like I said, for joining again. And I will talk to you all again very soon. Oh, 2.5 hour stream. Alright. Not 3 hours. But thank you again. Talk to you soon.